here from 50 Shades of Mom. Welcome back to another Saute Saturday. So today I originally wanted to do my strawberry lemonade cupcakes for you guys, and I really was excited about them. They sound delicious. We have all the ingredients and they still will be on the agenda at some point for some Saute Saturday. But things have changed. Unfortunately, it seems like where we live is going to be within the path of Hurricane Irma. So we're not looking at too much flooding, but they're more concerned about wind and the possibility of power outages. So I've been in hurricane prep all weekend long, and my goal now is really to find things that we can eat without power. So instead of cupcakes, I switched to banana bread. Had some bananas that were ready and overripe, so banana bread it was. Now, just normally going through Pinterest this morning as I normally would, I had stumbled upon a different recipe. Now, I intended to use my girl Vanessa from the Lemonade Mom. I wanted to use her recipe. If you missed our collab, I'll attach a card up top for that. But while I was surfing Pinterest, I saw a recipe for Starbucks banana bread. Now, that's my favorite thing to eat from there. Not that I don't love all their food, but I'm a coffee connoisseur. So when I go to Starbucks, it's for coffee. But if I ever get the itch to eat something, it's for a slice of their banana bread. So when I saw that recipe, I was like, oh yeah, that's what we're making today. So if you guys want to see Starbucks banana bread recipe, stick with me because that's what we're making today. Okay guys, so here are the ingredients you're going to need to make this recipe. I will put the exact measurements and the link to the Pinterest recipe where I found it in the description box below. But you're going to need just a couple of tablespoons of milk, some vanilla, some flour, some baking soda, some sugar, 1 egg, some salt, some vegetable oil or canola oil, it's your choice. Nuts are optional. I'm going to be putting some walnuts inside, and then I'm going to be finishing up these chopped pecans that I have and putting them on like a crust on top. And then it says 3 very good mashed up bananas. Now, it's part of the reason why people use super ripe bananas for making banana bread, because they're very easy to smush. So I only have 2 like that, which is what helped force my hand of making banana bread today. So this one I'm just gonna need to take some extra time, like really smushing up, just to make sure you don't have like chunks. So the first step is to add your 3 dry ingredients. So you're gonna do your flour, your baking powder, and your salt, and mix that up in a bowl and set that aside. So I'm gonna grab a smaller bowl, put those things aside, and we'll come back and start the wet ingredients. Okay guys, so that's the dry ingredients: flour, baking soda, salt, and then in here is 1 egg, and then they want you to mix in 1 1/8 cup white sugar and 1/2 cup of oil. So we're gonna mix that up. Okay, so our egg, our oil, and our sugar is all blended together. And now they want you to slowly fold in your dry ingredients. So I put in about half, and okay, so I had to use 2 hands and like hold the bowl real good and get a really good stir, because it says that it will be dry and kind of crumbly at this stage. And now in this measuring cup, I have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and 2 tablespoons of milk. So you're gonna put that in now. And then here is that mashed banana. So I made sure to get it like as creamy as I possibly could, because you don't want the lumps, just so that you don't get like a surprise chunk in your bread. Some people may like that, but for baking consistencies, you want it as creamy as possible. So I'm going to mix this all up. Okay, so I took my pan. Now I'm not going to use like the wrappers or anything because there's a fair amount of oil in here. So things like butter and oil inside of recipes is why, like for cookies, you don't really need to grease a tray because it's usually oily or buttery enough that it'll be non-stick. So I just used a little of this coconut cooking spray just in case, but there's no need for any of the wraps. And I am using a ice cream scooper, using a small one, not like a big scoop. This is like a tinier scoop, just to fill these compartments. Now I looked online to try and find like a better ratio of how much to fill these cups with because the recipe calls for a loaf pan and not these. So the consensus pretty much is 2/3 to 3/4 of the way full. So I'm thinking, you know, pretty much standard for most like cupcake and muffin recipes. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill the rest of these and then we'll get them in the oven. Looks like we're going to get more than 12 of these banana nut muffins out of this recipe. So I'm going to grab one of my 6-cup pans and see how many we can get out of that. Got like 5 out of that one, but you could tell, like as always, I always kind of overfill and then some of them a little underfill, but I think 17 muffins is not bad trade-off for the bread. So I got some pecans here. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to get on these, but I'm just going to sprinkle them all over and then we'll get them in the oven. Okay, so I only had enough pecans for that one tray, so we'll have 5 without and then a dozen with. Set to 325. Now the recipe says anywhere from 55 to 75 minutes, which I feel like is a very broad spectrum. So I'm gonna start at like 35 minutes on these and then I'll come back and check them and we'll see where we're at from there. Those look so yummy, and I think we picked a really good length of time because these look definitely done, not overdone. Starbucks banana bread, here I come. Okay guys, so here they are in all of their fabulousness. They smelled absolutely divine while they were cooking and they taste just as delicious. So piping hot out of that tray, I plopped it on a plate and put a little pat of butter on top. It melted all down and made it like squishy and yummy. Just the walnuts and the pecans, such a great nutty combination. Absolutely delicious. It was just like having a slice right through the drive-through window. And what snack from Starbucks is a snack without a coffee beside it? So this is my coconut chocolate cold brew that I've been brewing at home with the Starbucks pitcher packs. Absolutely delicious. I got it right at Starbucks. It was like $7. Took 24 hours to brew, and I get one of these every day for a week, and you can't beat the price. And I get it right here at home. So I'm gonna go finish my afternoon pick-me-up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to see another Saute Saturday from me or any other video, don't forget to hit my face right there to subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button for me before you leave, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everyone.